Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Brand Warfare. I am the MFG, the General Manager of Unstoppable, Xavier Chalfant, and I'm here with Evolution's own Josh Phillips.
Yeah, that's right. We're here to represent Evolution. There's been a lot of shenanigans over there at Unstoppable, and well, here at Brand Warfare, we're here to settle the differences.
Yeah, I can barely hold it together over on Unstoppable, but that just means must-watch TV. That is what we are.
Must watch indeed, and to kick it off, no other, the captain himself.
That's right, a battle royal here tonight between Evolution and Unstoppable. The winner of this battle royal, will not only earn a point for their brand, but also get a mid-card title shot in the future.
From Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 275 pounds.
Had to switch up the card a little bit with the battle royale to kick it off. A little six-man action. 3 superstars from each brand going to represent themselves.
And we've got 2 Unstoppable members thus far. Captain Carter, alongside the boss, Brian. Brian's been a little distracted with Adrian, the Destroyer, as of late, trying to put that in his rear view mirror, and earn himself a mid-card title shot, potentially that TV championship that Dragon League holds.
Yeah, gonna be real hard to look past his opponent. A lot of blood boiling into this matchup, but it is not a one-on-one match. He's gonna have a lot else to deal with.
Yeah, not only is he going to have to deal with his teammates, technically teammates of Unstoppable. I mean, all 3 of them want to earn themselves a point here tonight for Unstoppable, but at the same time, they're also their opponents. Not only that, but 3 other members of Evolution will be in this matchup as well. It is the 3rd and final Unstoppable wrestler in Ricochet.
You could call him the king of the air, as the queen of the air. And Emily is over there representing Unstoppable, but we're going to see some high-flying action here with Ricochet.
Ricochet's been pretty impressive as of late. Hasn't had a matchup in quite some time, however, so a little rusty is Ricochet, but when he's out there, again, yeah, he is the king of the sky. He is the one and only for a reason. But it's going to be impossible for him to not want to jump off the ropes. When being thrown over the ropes will get you eliminated.
Maybe not the best matchup for him tonight in the Battle Royale. He needs to keep his feet on the ground in the ring.
And here comes the 3 members of Evolution to enter this matchup.
Yeah, no other than Mr. ECW himself, the Sandman, of course, had to make an appearance for Evolution, as we will see this electrifying intro.
Enter the Sandman. Beer in one hand, kendo stick in the other.
We saw him in last week's episode, last Monday here on Evolution, and this is how he started. A little adrenaline boost. Had to get the crowd going.
I don't think the kendo stick is going to be a part of this matchup here tonight. I mean, it could be. There essentially is no disqualifications as long as you just don't get tossed over the top rope.
It already has made an impact. I mean, is this not intimidating? The man just beat his head with a beer can.
This guy might have a little bit of CTE, however, with the amount of shots he's taken to the head.
CTE can't take enough.
I mean, he is the legend after all, so you can get it done inside the ring.
And moving on, another superstar here to represent Evolution.
And from Toronto,
Mr. Money himself, Christian Cage, out here to represent the champion, and Adam Copeland staring down at this matchup. Christian has not been in the ring in Evolution in quite some time. However, rumor has it he will make some appearances on Unstoppable.
That's right. Last night, Christian Cage ended up facing Braun Breaker in a back and forth contest as Christian Cage was trying to soften up Breaker for his buddy later on tonight. Adam Copeland was unsuccessful in beating the Unstoppable World Champ.
Yeah, if you ask a lot of the Evolution universe, they will tell you that this is not Mr. Money, but this is Mr. Underrated. As Christian Cage has been looked past, he's picked up a couple of wins, and, well, he's here to prove himself. Maybe a #1 contender spot if he picks up a win.
I say it'd be awesome to see both Edge and Christian as men's champions for Evolution.
Mr. Underground, he could be anything. I mean, any piece of silver could be around the waist of Christian Cage.
And the final competitor for Evolution. A huge one here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, wait to make an impact.
Representing
No, technically not his Evolution debut. He did have a match just 2 weeks ago against Ricky Saints. Picking up a win, he is 1-0 here on Evolution. And if he wins this tonight, well, he will be a true problem.
Of course, the newly acquired Gunther from Unstoppable. Gunther was a former ECW World Champion. And being traded for, of course, Dragon Lee, who is the current TV champion. So Gunther looking for his first title in his new brand.
Yeah, absolutely. Both superstars being traded, clearly doing well for both of them as they're both making an appearance tonight here at the Elite.
Here we go. 6-man battle royal. 3 from Unstoppable, 3 from Evolution. You have to throw your opponent over the top rope with both of their feet hitting the floor. It is essentially last man standing here tonight in our opening contest.
It's going to be real hard to catch a grip. So much going on in the ring right now. Evolution on Unstoppable, Unstoppable on Unstoppable, and Evolution on Evolution.
Ryan already got busted open. I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, it's going to be hard to see whether or not you want to take out your own members from your brand, or if you want to go after the other brand. But your main goal is to win it after all.
Of course, some beautiful play up in the corner here early on, but he gets out. Now the same man tossed by Ricochet. Maybe an early elimination.
O'Brien, nice show-off move. Shades of Dolph Ziggler. And of course, we've seen Bryan and Gunther go at it a couple of times before from Unstoppable.
Yeah, definitely the 2 meatiest men in the ring. Got to get one of them out. If you are one of these smaller guys, it might be smart to team up.
Those are the 2 that are going to be the hardest to throw outside the ring, in my opinion. Nice scoop slam by Christian Cage as Bryan trying to eliminate Ricochet.
Gunther here to clean up the dirty work. Oh no.
Double leg Boston Crab. Gunther making Christian Cage's knees touch together.
And Christian Cage able to roll out of it, but no pin-ups. Pin don't count.
And just his only instinct there was to try and roll him up.
However, you got to get out of it. You just got to get out of Gunther's grip.
Big lariat by Gunther, and Captain Carter missed his target from the sky. A big German suplex follows. Of course, Captain Carter, former Next Gen World Cup winner, so he's no stranger to the championship opportunities. Of course, Bryan, former #1 contender for the ECW championship on a couple of occasions. And Sandman, a former television champion, and there goes Bryan.
Yeah, Unstoppable eliminated first. Way to go on Evolution.
I ain't gonna lie, he was honestly my pick to win.
Well, what a move by Christian Cage, as we said. Got to get that meat out early on.
But again, of course, Gunther, a former ECW champion, Sandman, a former TV champion. I think that is the lineage of these superstars here. As Ricochet gets eliminated by the Sandman. Sandman coming out. As he gets rid of Captain Carter. It's now all Evolution members here.
And a point guaranteed to go to Evolution.
That's why one man will walk away, but Evolution strikes first here tonight for Brand Warfare.
Let's see how Gunther can make an impact here on his own brand.
Oh, Christian crashes and burns on Sandman, trying to aim for Gunther. Gunther misses his own drop kick.
The Sandman has looked fantastic here tonight as Gunther might be the favorite.
Big chop sending the legend down. And again, chopping his chest like it's raw meat.
And a third for good measure.
Big uppercut, but here comes Christian Cage trying to clean up the pieces. Thought he was going to eliminate him right there, but luckily Gunther had it scouted. And again, Christian Cage going for that submission that we saw on Braun Breaker last night.
Christian Cage got his receipts from Gunther.
Sandman and Gunther, middle of the ring, off the ropes, back body drop.
You know, you've seen Gunther, you've had him on your show all year. What is his way to the top here at Evolution?
A big kill switch there by Christian Cage, but for Gunther, he just dominates his opponents. He is very calculated, very old school, and just takes out limb for limb on your opponent. And, you know, those chops, they really take a toll on you later in the matchup.
Yeah, he'll bring a little control into Evolution, absolutely is. ECW has been absolute chaos this year. Maybe a little discipline on my show. Oh no! Talking good out him. Christian Cage tosses Gunther over the corner.
And Sandman fired up, running Bulldog.
Sandman keeping his receipts as well. Has not been able to pick up a win this year here on ECW.
Sandman, pile driver.
Christian Cage down bad. Mr. Money, he is broke tonight.
There's Christian Cage trying to get some momentum back after losing to Braun Breaker. Sandman tosses him over. So the Sandman wins a #1 contendership here, and Evolution gets on the board 1-0.
The OG still got it here at Brand Warfare. Classics take home a point.
As we could potentially see the Sandman versus Isaac Swagger for the Underground Championship in the near future. As ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our next contest. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, second match on the night. It is a tag team championship match scheduled for one fall between Evolution and Unstoppable.
And here to represent FTR, here to represent Evolution, Gas, Hardwood, and Cash Wheeler, respectively. Well, you know, they stood tall for Evolution, but the real story has been behind Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. They've stepped foot at ECW on Evolution on the wrong show. FTR is here to stick up for their men, and here to stick up for new Evolution.
That's right, last month, FTR ended up defeating GOD for the tag team titles, and now a rematch of last month's pay-per-view as FTR come down to the ring as reigning champions representing Evolution here tonight to not only retain the titles, but also get a point and be 2-0 on Unstoppable. As here comes GOD, who's also been dealing with other things other than the tag team titles, but they've been on a little bit of a roll as well ever since losing to FTR. Yeah, gained a little bit of confidence losing to the champions. Actually, I mean, might have been good for them to, you know, maybe humble themselves for a minute, take a step back, and then reinsert themselves in some action. It really panned out well. Yeah, ended up losing to FTR, but been on a little bit of a roll lately, beating Gallus. But then losing to Isaac Swagger, Ricky Starks, and then losing in that 6-man tag last night. So maybe maybe they aren't where they need to be.
Yeah, in my opinion, I don't think it's about the win-losses. And I mean, you could say they had gold around their waist, but at least they're taking the opportunities after a loss. I think that says a lot about trying to get right back to the top. And here they are.
Exactly. Rematch for the tag team titles. Not only are the titles on the line, but also a point here for Brand Warfare. Of course, the goal here tonight, the winning brand, not only gets brand supremacy, but also gets to steal a non-champion, which is crucial for these rosters.
So much on the line.
Yeah, depending on who somebody takes, things could be drastically changed for either Evolution or Style.
We'll see if this pans out like anything like the last PLE, as the boys in GOD were just absolutely dominating FTR, and then out of nowhere, FTR steals the win. So we'll see if FTR or GOD has been studying.
The crossbody there by Dax Harwood. Of course, wearing the Evolution shirts, everybody's decked out. Either orange, purple, red.
It looks so good. Shout out to Sabre.
FTR starting off this matchup hot. Sledgehammer on to Tongaloa.
An early penitent. Couldn't imagine that going anywhere. Kick out at 2.
Big knee right to the face, busting open Tongaloa. FTR have to be pretty confident, knowing that this is the GOD that they are going to win.
This would be not only their first retention if they win, but this is their first match as champion, actually, since they won the titles. Been sitting in the back, just waiting.
That might be a difference maker. Along with that, a low blow. So yeah, it might be a difference maker. FTR have not had a match for quite some time. GOD's been wrestling every week.
Absolutely. Getting broken up there by Tongaloa.
Right to the back of the head of Dax Harwood. It's all alone. Here comes Cash Wheeler with a combos to try and even on it. GOD now big cutter. Dax Harwood reversing. Hardwood lifting him up, powerbomb style, but a reversal again. And a clothesline. Shot misses there by Tongaloa. Just might be a little droopy from being busted open.
Wheeler doing some damage of his own outside the ring.
And here comes everybody going outside.
Dax looking at a little more damage in the equation. Can't find anything that he wants. Realizes he's got to get back into the action too late.
It's a 2-on-1 assault right now as here comes Cash Wheeler.
And he's coming down a little bit. FTR on their backs.
Back suplex by Tama Tonga. Here comes FTR trying to get inside the ring.
GOD able to gain a little bit of momentum.
Tama Tonga taking out both members of FTR by himself. Until here comes Tongaloa. Jumping DDT. Tama Tonga might be looking for the end. Might be looking for that crossroads. Oh, but a kendo, or excuse me, sledgehammer to the back.
Dax Harwood not going to let his teammate go down just like that.
Everybody down. Everybody stunned. Sharpshooter. Let's go.
Let's go. Really interesting decision. He's going to help his teammate out.
Just lost him in the way. Big leg drop using that steel brace.
You know, and I think this is FTR's problem. I think it has been all year. When it works out, it works out. But these two want to get separated. They don't really work together. I mean, they're powerhouses, but at some point you guys got to work together.
Trash can shot from the face of Cash Wheeler. Dax Harwood coming to save his friend, and that looked ugly.
Just in time, Dax Hardwood comes in to save the day.
Hardwood might have been looking for a pile driver on the floor. Instead, Tonga reverses into a Rikishi driver. The bloodline driver.
You hate to see that if you're an Evolution fan. A big slam on the head, the top of Dax Hardwood.
The top tag team of Evolution struggling right now. They're trying to retain Tonga. This time it ends up screwing up.
Like I mentioned earlier, God looked fantastic in the last PLE, and then FTR out of nowhere took the win. So once again, that could be the case.
You won't see anybody's ball game in this matchup. God need to be desperate as a pile driver by Cash Wheeler.
We love those pile drivers here on Evolution. 1, 2, and
oh! Just in the nick of time, Tonga breaks it up at 2.999.
Tonga here to save the day. And another pile driver.
Hardwood, cover. 1, 2, and no!
What effort here by God. Here to stay. They're not going to go out.
Realizing they can't go down 2-0.
And a big clothesline. Hardwood alone, isolated in the ring with God.
So much at stake for God. They cannot go down lightly. And they're giving everything they've got thus far. As here comes a crossroads by Tonga
out of nowhere.
We've heard of down to hell, now cross to hell. And a kick out of 2 again, this time by Hardwood.
And you've got the feeling the next finisher by either one of these men into a penitent cleanly will end the match.
There we go, hard cut by Tonga. If I had $1 for every time I messed up with 2 names,
I can't even count.
they're just all too similar.
They're both here to cause destruction, but Wheeler here to cause a little bit of destruction of his own.
Sidewalk slam, referee in position. He breaks it up, does Tonga lower.
And the champ's back on top.
FTR have God right where they want him, trying to add more insult to injury with that table in mind. The Tonga lower Northern Lights.
FTR listening to my advice earlier, really working together here in the ring.
Both men looking for high-risk maneuvers. Crossbody misses, elbow drop does not. And maybe Hardwood did get that.
Risking it all for the win. Let's see what Wheeler can do here.
Just need to capitalize instead.
And a sharpshooter to end it all for the championship. Wheeler gonna retain. No! He lets go. Once again, FTR letting go of the sharpshooters. And for what? I mean, like the Savior said, that could cost him.
Well, they've been so close more times than you can count.
Oh, this could be the end. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Late.
And Tonga might be looking for the end there. And instead, a reversal might be catastrophic. Cash Wheeler. Another jumping pile driver. Last ride. And a breakup again.
And just like that, God got momentum. The table set on fire. It is Brand Warfare, absolute chaos.
Oh God, what is gonna happen here? Oh no, into the flaming table goes Tonga.
Match of the year candidate right here, oh no. The
Tonga
champion.
Loa.
Through the flame.
Through the table.
The champ is down.
Trying to burn that t-shirt that says Evolution on it. But it may be all for naught as FTR again on top right now.
Absolute tanks here on Evolution. FTR the champions for a reason.
Slow slowing it down a little bit is FTR. I can't believe Hardwood is still in this matchup after getting his back caught on fire. Slowly breaking by Hardwood. Reversal by Tonga.
I'm still calming down a little bit from that table shot, but I mean, this is a true match of the year candidate.
Tonga just had his eyes down out. Hardwood just had his back closed.
And still, these men are fighting in the middle of the ring. This rivalry really starting to heat up between these boys.
Uh-oh, catching them. Crossroads to hell. Tonga. No, new champs. No, I thought that was it.
Wow, after getting slammed through a table, through the flames, through the table of hell.
This is definitely a 5-star matchup. Through the ring, both of these tag teams have gone for these tag team titles.
A crossbody and another pin attempt, and new champions.
Lashley to get there in time. No, he's distracted. And G.O.D. become tag team champions once again.
Here are your winners.
What a match, and just like that, G.O.D. has gained their gold and their confidence back.
I mean, we gotta have a third, don't we? They're one apiece.
Oh, absolutely, but how are you going to top that? I mean,
I don't know. They brought out everything except the kitchen sink to win this matchup, and now it is tied one apiece between Unstoppable and Evolution. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is a mid-card versus mid-card title matchup.
bangers on bangers here at Brand Warfare, gold on gold. That last match is going to be pretty much impossible to top. This will be a fantastic classic matchup between Dragon Lee and Isaac Swagger.
Yeah, both very exciting wrestlers, technical and high-flying abilities. And we're even shaking it up a little bit. It is Falls Count Anywhere here tonight. Anywhere inside the arena, you can pin or submit your opponent.
Yeah, had to meet in the middle a little bit, as Isaac Swagger is the underground champion. We didn't want to stoop so low and well put Dragon Lee directly in Isaac Swagger's territory, but it would not be fair if someone didn't have an edge.
Exactly. Dragon Lee used to Extreme Rules. Isaac Swagger used to underground matches. So, of course, the middle ground was Falls Count Anywhere here tonight. I mean, let's be honest. We just didn't want to take it part of the ring. I mean, that would be too much.
You're telling me I have to do it every week.
Isaac Swagger inside the ring. He's been on both shows as of late, tearing it up. As well as this man, the brand new television champion, back from being attacked by those three masked men. It is Dragon Lee.
Really came into his own there on Unstoppable. That trade was made for Gunther, and like I said earlier, it has really turned out well for both.
Gunther unsuccessful in the Battle Royal earlier on tonight. Can Dragon Lee be better than his counterpart and defeat Isaac Swagger here tonight? Dragon Lee, of course, representing the red and purple here tonight, with the purple and white gear to represent Unstoppable. Could have been representing Evolution if that trade didn't happen. And again, what should be an instant classic, not sure how to top that last matchup, but they are sure damn gonna try, is Falls Count Anywhere.
Both of these men so much to prove here. Top prospects in both of their brand, and immediately in 619 position.
Dragon Lee off the ropes. 619 does connect.
Immediately not wasting any time.
Shades of Rey Mysterio and a big forearm by Isaac Swagger.
I think that's going to show you what type of matchup we have in store for us right now.
Exactly. The clash of attributes here, the strong style and the technical ability of Isaac Swagger taking on the high-flying, speedy Demon and Dragon Lee, but a brainbuster by Isaac.
It's been a minute since Swagger has been in any match other than an underground match, and well, he clearly has not lost any of his athleticism.
I mean, Isaac Swagger, he's had several matches as of late. Like I said, he's been a little bit of a highlight on Unstoppable. He lost to Braun Breaker, the Unstoppable World Champion, which is something we kind of expected. Braun Breaker is the top of the league after all. But then got his lick back in a tag team matchup against G.O.D., who just won the tag team match.
I'd say Swagger's really fighting out of his territory. Dragon Lee going to look to capitalize on that opportunity and get a huge win and get a point unstoppable, as it is 1-1.
Yeah, Isaac Swagger moving out of the way. Dragon Lee tried to go high flying. This time it's Isaac Swagger going in the books, and he misses as well.
It looks like Dragon Lee may have got a hand on the ankles of Isaac Swagger.
Again, these two fight inside the ring, but it doesn't matter. They could be outside the ring, they could be in catering, they could be out in the parking lot, as long as they get the 1, 2, 3 here tonight. Dragon Lee firing up here, trying to get the crowd on his side.
He really has came into his own there on Unstoppable, looking much more confident. Even got himself some new gear.
Isaac Swagger going onto the apron, Dragon Lee reversing. Lee now, big Hurricane Rana. And Isaac Swagger feeling it. As Dragon Lee again sends him on the outside, fired up, and a big drop kick sending Swagger outside the ring.
You know, and as swifty as Dragon Lee is, he is not a small man. Some size on him. He will make an impact against anyone.
Almost a shot right to the midsection of Isaac Swagger. But again, deciding to throw this matchup back into the ring, which correctly suits Dragon Lee.
Yeah, absolutely, that is where he is comfortable. That's his territory. And this is where Isaac Swagger is comfortable. Dragon Lee going a little bit out, and just like that, we expected it, the Olympic wrestler.
Yeah, the technical master able to get out of that salt of the earth very easily. And a dragon suplex.
Both of these men throwing a little shade at each other in a big ankle sweep into a pin attempt. And it goes nowhere, as we expected. Not too much going from Dragon Lee early on.
Count of one, reversal by Swagger, who's feeling it on the elbow. Does not have an arm sleeve for that elbow. So definitely going to be feeling it as he takes out Dragon Lee here. Going for the limbs of Dragon Lee, trying to make sure he can't go high flying by taking out the legs.
Swagger saw Dragon Lee getting comfortable and had to get a little comfortable himself. He will pick you apart one by one. We saw him win that gold, win the Underground Championship by an ankle pick.
Baseball bat right to the midsection again. Isaac Swagger going after those legs. And this time on the outside where anything goes. Isaac Swagger fired up this time.
Dragon Lee not going to let that happen.
Dragon Lee trying to escape in a big drop kick to the knee. I was going to say he doesn't have knee pads either. And Dragon Lee can capitalize on that.
Lee looking great here. Able to fire the crowd up as well.
And Dragon Lee trying to showboat, trying to get the crowd into it. Dragon Lee hits his finisher. Is that enough on the outside? And yes, it is.
Swagger looking a little weak here against Dragon Lee, stepping out of his comfort zone.
Maybe an upset there. Dragon Lee, the television champion, just pinned Isaac Swagger.
Swagger really needed New Evolution behind him here tonight. And, well, he was alone in his corner. We saw how that panned out. New Evolution's really going to have to write something up.
It is now 2-1 for Unstoppable as we get on to our next contest. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This matchup was made official on Evolution on Monday. It is a 4-on-4 elimination style matchup. And it looks like here comes the self-proclaimed captain of the group, for unstoppable Seth freaking Rollins. You can see the C on his chest. He makes himself known as the captain.
Self-proclaimed indeed, but I do think anyone else on his team would agree that he is the captain.
Of course, all 8 superstars ended up brawling backstage against each other, against each other's teams, against one another. It was just an all-out chaos on Unstoppable. We saw Seth Rollins trying to take out the likes of Bayley, trying to take out Kenny Omega. It's going to be interesting to see here tonight who Seth Rollins wants to take out first. And here is his teammates for Unstoppable. It is the former Unstoppable Women's Champion. She is a 6-time champion. It's Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Unstoppable should be written on her ID, should be on the back of her shirt. Mrs. Unstoppable herself. I've seen her beat up men twice the size of her on Unstoppable.
And that's why she is a great pick here tonight. She is not afraid to face any woman or any man. And that's why she's perfect for this matchup here.
Yeah, great pick by Seth Rollins, or a great pick by the Savior. Whoever picked her, Bayley's going to have to be in trouble.
Yeah, of course, both general managers made their teams pretty quickly, as they only had a week to figure out who they wanted to be a part of this matchup.
Quote unquote, 4-on-4, the best of each brand.
Of course, Seth Rollins, a former ECW Unstoppable World Champion. Rhea Ripley, a former Women's Unstoppable Champion. So it makes sense that these two, the first two for Unstoppable here. And now it is time for the former tag team champions. It is the Fatus, Jacob and Zilla, coming down to the ring. The Hula follow over Zilla, as both Fatus look pretty confident to be in this matchup.
Yeah, once again, perfect representation for Unstoppable. 2 unstoppable men. Whenever they step in the ring, they are a force of nature. Freaks.
So interestingly enough, the GM of Unstoppable chose all former champions. By design or not, it is very effective to showcase his brand here tonight. And here we go. It is time for Evolution's team. Who is coming out first? Arguably the captain himself.
Yeah, of course, you could say the self-proclaimed, but I would also agree that most superstars on Evolution's roster would agree that this is the captain of Evolution, the king of Evolution, Mr. Main Event himself. He's former men's champion here at Evolution, Cody Rhodes.
Just right here at Evolution on his cape. He's the king of extreme, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Not enough could be said about this man. Whenever he steps in the ring, he is almost guaranteed to win. But unfortunately, he lost against the champion in Edge. He has just fallen short of the goal. So here he is tonight to once again proclaim himself as the king of the ring.
Yeah, this really is Avengers Endgame here in this matchup. There will be 6 former champions a part of this matchup, whether it is a world, a mid, or a tag team title.
And looking at Unstoppable's lineup, you would think that we have fallen short as well. You don't think we have the star power, but then this man right here shows up, and well, the playing field is even. And his teammate alongside the former champion.
And from Long Island,
Well, not long-time teammate, but He has joined him here on Evolution once before in Matt Cardona, aka Mr. Underground himself.
That's right. Wearing some new gear here tonight. Mr. Underground. We saw him as Mr. Fiend when he was a part of that chaotic backstage brawl last night. And of course, not a former champion, however, but still a valuable player for Evolution.
Yeah, one of the few non-former champions in this match, but I'll be damned if you think he isn't going to make an impact. A lot of chemistry between him and Cody Rhodes. And another former champion making her way to the ring. Like I said, Rhea Ripley will be all over Bayley, but I'll be damned if Bayley won't go out without a fight. Falling short against Alexa Bliss in last week's match and taken out by Asuka. She's been distracted and she lost her gold, but she is here to show she's still got it.
Yeah, to prove that she is still one of Evolution's best women's wrestlers, Bayley, as she has to take on the likes of not only 3 former men's champions, but also Rhea Ripley, former women's champion.
Yep, she is no stranger to having to prove herself, but she tends to do it over and over again, so here she is.
And the final member, 14, Evolution. He is also a former King of Extreme, a former ECW champion, the Alpha, Kenny Omega.
Omega really starting to make a name for himself here on Evolution. He was blindsided by House of Black weeks ago backstage, and although he was taken out, he fought for his life, taking out Karrion Kross with him. And once again, Cody Rhodes has a little bit of history with Kenny Omega, so much chemistry in this matchup for Evolution. You can tell that Cody Rhodes handpicked this team.
Of course, Kenny Omega also has relations with Seth frickin' Rollins. Kenny Omega defeated Rollins for the ECW World Championship inside of Elimination Chamber. So these two, no stranger to each other, as they see opposite sides here tonight.
And here we go. I'm so excited for this one. 4-on-4, the best versus the best.
2 former world champions kicking us off. Cody Rhodes and Seth frickin' Rollins. Huge 2 superstars, both captains starting us off.
Well, once again, both former champions and no gold on the line here right now, but might as well be so much implications. 2-1, unstoppable.
Yes, sir. Evolution really needs to dig in deep here tonight. Need to have a couple of sole survivors here to even up the score. It is no disqualifications here tonight, and it is a elimination style.
So much star power in this arena here tonight. This might be PLE of the year.
No submission here. Figure 4 by Cody. And Rollins taking out the knee, trying to get away from Cody.
Cody not too keen, not too familiar with those submission attempts, but this right here, those signature roll up, Dusty Rhodes. Here we go.
And a bionic elbow of his dad, Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, a lot of legacy living in the Rhodes family. They're not going to let that go.
Zilla and Rhea desperate for tags. Here comes Zilla with a big super kick to Cody, who might have not realized that Seth Rollins tagged out.
Yeah, Rollins still down in the middle of the ring. Maybe a little bit of a flop.
Zilla fought 2. Former #1 contender for the ECW World Championship has been caught up short against Samoa Joe, a former champion, but also a tag team champion with his brother Jacob Fatu, who's also in ringside.
And Cardona was looking for a tag attempt there, but Cody Rhodes could not get out of the grip of Zilla.
So Zilla showing that he can also be a main event star. Bloodline driver right there.
And the Fatus as Cody Rhodes into a roll-up and an early kick-out.
Trying to shock Zilla there.
As I was saying, the Fatus are no stranger to Evolution as they picked up a win, getting the championship early on this year against FTR.
Cody Rhodes dropping down, looking for another figure four, this time on Zilla.
Real close to the corner of Unstoppable. Maybe a mistake there for Cody Rhodes. Zilla knows he can get out of it, reverses it into one of his own.
Yeah, reverses the pressure. Zilla Fatu has Cody where he wants him. Cody Rhodes lifting up Zilla. Set out powerbomb. And Cody, desperate to make a tag, tags to Cardona. Trying to get a new fresh man in the ring is smart for Evolution. As Cardona stomps on Zilla Fatu. Zilla, nice kick up. Two gritty superstars have seen each other on the indies before. Drop down leapfrog, Zilla. Pop up, Samoan drop. Taking out Cardona. To quickly reverse. And now a tag to Bailey, and here comes Seth Rollins. Of course, these two were fighting each other. Big knee by Rollins. These two were fighting each other all over the backstage area in that chaotic 8-person brawl. It was interestingly enough that Seth Rollins and Bailey were going at it against each other. Don't know what kind of beef that they have. But Rollins is getting the better of it right now. Long submission on Bailey. Of course, if you're any of these 8 members, you do not want to be the first person eliminated. It's quite embarrassing to let your team down early. But Seth Rollins might make it Bailey pedigree here.
Bailey going to hold her own, but one of these Evolution men need to step up for their teammate. And looking for a stomp here. Seth Rollins on the back of the neck of Bailey.
Carve stomp on the former women's champion Cody, showing why he is the captain, distracting Seth Rollins, who makes a tag to Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, and we knew this was coming right here. Rhea looking for the elimination, right? And Kenny able to break it up.
Kenny not afraid to hit a woman. Not sure if that's scary or not, but able to save his teammate in Bailey.
And when there's implications like this, anything is on the line, and Rhea knows that. She is no stranger to fighting with men. Cardona knocks her off the corner. Bailey grabs a hockey stick, swinging for the fences.
Bailey into her own corner, tag to Cody Rhodes. Gonna see the first double team here. And Cody with an elbow drop to the back of Rhea Ripley.
There's some of that chemistry there on Evolution.
Seth, what are you doing? Take him out. He's right next to you. As Rhea Ripley, still dazed, Cody Rhodes rights and lefts a big super kick. Of course, Rhea Ripley, again, no stranger to fighting men. She faced Tommy Dreamer for the television title back at Summer Survival. And although she was unsuccessful, she did hold her own.
Absolutely, an absolute classic. You can't forget about that match. One of the best of the year.
As Rhea Ripley taking out the American Nightmare right now.
Cody in the corner of Unstoppable.
Seth doing some cardio on the apron, drop downs, getting focused up as Ripley makes a tag to Zilla. Drop down, big drop kick by Zilla.
Yeah, and Seth firing up his team, really worked there as Evolution looking to get a hot tag and Kenny Omega gets it.
Zilla distracted. Kenny Omega with a big maneuver there on the ropes.
Way to work as a team as Evolution. I think everybody got a shot there on Zilla in the corner.
And everybody's tagged in for Evolution. The only person who's not tagged in for Unstoppables thus far has been the werewolf Jacob Fatu. As Zilla might need to look into tagging his own tag team partner.
Yeah, and to keep one of your guys fresh is superb here in this matchup.
You know it's going to be a long one, as it is elimination style. Zilla Fatu not only needs to try and survive, but also try and tag his tag team partners to make sure that he is fresh the next time he comes in.
Down all the way up to 4. Kenny probably going to whip his opponent around here. Maybe a count out, the first elimination for Evolution.
Yeah, these two could both be eliminated if the referee gets to the count of 10. And make it a 3-on-3. Kenny Omega tag, throws him back in the ring, count of 8, and we get back in just in the nick of time.
It's hard to see him there for Kenny.
Dragon suplex off the ropes, and Rhea Ripley breaks it up. Might not have wanted to do that. Lift it up. Electric chair. The one-winged angel by Kenny Omega.
Unfortunately, Rhea is not legal. Maybe the wrong person to use that move on.
Yes, maybe should have saved it for Zilla, but just dumps him on the back of his head. And there's the tag of Jacob Fatu.
Big Samoan headbutt. Jacob Fatu lurking in the shadows, waiting for his opportunity, and here it is.
Arguably the most dangerous man in the matchup, Jacob Fatu. He's unpredictable. He is a werewolf for a reason. He will take you out no matter what. Look at these headbutts. He don't even care that he is hitting his own head.
Yeah, that thick skull of a Samoan. I mean, it's signature. It's going to break you up. It's going to bust you up. Those Samoans do not care to use their head. And once again, a high count by Kenny Omega.
Exactly, count of 6 there. Now count of 7, both men on the verge of elimination if they can't get back into the ring. And Jacob Fatu realizes that.
Yeah, really high IQ there for Kenny Omega. Able to reset the count there for Jacob Fatu as well. And maybe not a smart decision. Nope, count resets. I apologize.
Yeah, Jacob ended up leaving the ring. He should have just stayed in and got Kenny Omega eliminated. But instead, was looking to take out the announcer's tape. Big knee by Omega. Might have just knocked out Jacob out of nowhere. And Jacob kicks out at 2.
Got a clean count there. Nobody from Unstoppable was able to get in the match. Zilla tried.
And he thought about it, but instead came back in. Might be the loss of chemistry and a big pounce there by Jacob.
An over 200-pound man just got tossed about 5 feet across the ring.
Pop up Samoan driver once again, this time by Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob Fatu absolutely just showing off.
One of the most dangerous men in this matchup. Big splash, misses. Omega with a drop kick. And Omega desperately needing a tag, does so to Matt Cardona.
Cardona looking to make an imprint in this match on Fatu.
So I'd like to see a death match between these two.
That could be a penitent, but no damage has been done. Maybe a mistake there from Fatu.
He's still with his count, reversal by Fatu. To break up the one.
And the speedy Cardona able to get one in on Jacob. Jacob able to get a tag into Rhea.
Rhea Ripley wants the smoke against Cardona and instantly going for a riptide. Cover on Cardona. Here comes Omega.
Yeah, and this ref might be under the Evolution payroll. 2 really slow counts there.
And both teams want to make sure that no eliminations happen here as they are breaking up every pinfall they can. Ripley going underneath the ring, looking for a kendo stick. Never know what you're going to get underneath the ECW ring.
Get a few swings and a few misses, but breaks it off the skull of Cardona.
Right in the corner, and here comes Bailey.
Bailey able to get shot off on Rhea's head. A frustrated Ripley once again takes down Cardona, and Cardona needs to get himself out of this match. This might be a mismatch.
Just an NFL linebacker tackle by Rhea Ripley as Cardona reverses spine buster.
And Mr. Underground able to focus up, block in, get a little confidence back. Now he's got some momentum.
Shaking off the tackle. Now tagged to Cody Rhodes. Look for a double team on the Eradicator. It's a back body drop on the logo.
Rhodes has done a fantastic job of keeping Evolution together here tonight.
Still no eliminations thus far in this 4-on-4.
Big boot by Rhea Ripley out of nowhere.
It is still a 2-on-1. Excuse me, 2-to-1 control for Unstoppable. And Seth Rollins makes the tag and takes out Cody Rhodes as captain. He captain.
A clean pin, kick out at 1. Once again, no elimination. Still 4-on-4.
Still think I was a little bit slow, but that super kick just knocked out Cody. I have no idea where he is, and another revolutionary knee. Instead of going for the pin, he tags in Zilla, the younger generation superstar. Maybe trying to help out the kid, or no, the tag back to Rollins. Double gut buster to Cody, who's in a very big predicament here.
IQ there from Rollins. Tag his teammate in, knowing his teammate would have the strength to put Cody in the corner, but Cody's able to roll out of the way, and now Bayley's in the matchup. And Jacob's standing there, lurking in the shadows, able to distract Bayley.
Not sure what Jacob was doing, but Rollins was not able to capitalize against Cody, who I thought was very vulnerable there. I think he should have made the pin.
And what a fight from Bayley trying to take out the captain.
Could have been a huge statement there if Bayley was to eliminate Rollins first.
Uh-oh, a sleeper. Chokehold.
Yeah, sleeper hold on Rollins, but Rollins, the much stronger one, able to break out of it. And Bayley, realizing it, doesn't know what happened. Seth Rollins, another pedigree to Bayley.
Bayley's taking 2 pedigrees. Cardona needs to get in there. And he does.
Breaks it up at 1. Rollins again, taking out Bayley. Somehow, some way, these two have been beefing all over Twitter, it seems like. As another stomp to Bayley.
And the former champion here on Evolution will not be able to take much more. The team really needs to get it back.
And luckily, Cody able to break it up, and that definitely could have been it.
The ref needs to gain a little bit of control here. All the superstars have been able to jump in and break up all the pins.
Bayley crawling to the corner, trying to gasp for air. As Rollins comes in with a big drop kick.
How disrespectful from the captain, wiping off his boots and then stomping him on the face.
Oh my God, a big knee. But Rollins needs to turn around. Bayley's going for a tag.
Yeah, Rollins is fired up, but his head is elsewhere. Matt Cardona's able to get in the ring. Comeback time.
Taunt spamming by Seth Rollins might just cost him here. Here comes Cardona with a big chop.
Cardona on the top ropes. No stranger.
Elbow drop misses. Rollins staring him down for the curb stomp on Cardona.
The Visionary letting it all go here tonight.
And a big kick out. Not sure if that was Bayley or not, but Cardona kicked out at 2.
And the referee is out as well.
Yeah, Bayley ended up taking out the referee as well. Whatever it takes to get the pin to get broken up.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cody Rhodes able to swipe those feet of Seth Rollins off the apron.
Side effect there by Cody.
Once again, huge chemistry there on the Evolution side. Really working together as a team.
Cody doing some extracurricular there to try and get the captain out of here in Seth freaking Rollins.
Cardona.
Might have been looking for the Rough Rider there, but took a little too much time. Now it's Rollins who takes a shot to the back of Cardona.
Yeah, absolutely, like you had said earlier on, each of these men and women only had a week to prepare for this match, so they're clearly discombobulated. They clearly don't have their timing right.
Yeah, not much scouting, trying to figure each other out. But this so far very long matchup. You gotta think that the next finisher could definitely eliminate somebody.
Oh, absolutely. It is coming to a boiling point. You can just feel it. If any of these men or women could get a clean pin off, that could be it.
Nice dragon suplex to Rhea Ripley. Cover here. Nobody trying to break it up. And Rhea able to kick out of 2.
We spoke too soon. We were able to use all of her strength to kick out of that pin.
Omega lifting her up. Big strength. And a V-trigger. to the face of Rhea Ripley, and Rollins able to break it up.
Yeah, the visionary, the captain of Unstoppable. And Kenny Omega tried to get a grip, but he couldn't. Locking in back on the former champion.
The Alpha with a big moonsault. And now the Canadian grabbing himself a hockey stick. Very crucial. Rhea Ripley having none of her big clothes on. Maybe this should have been one fall to a finish, because nobody wants to be eliminated here tonight.
Oh, absolutely not. It's best on best. There's so much on the line here tonight. This could take a 3-1 lead for Unstoppable.
A very, very end-games feeling here tonight. These truly are the 8 All-Stars of both brands.
Rhea dragging the limp body of the former champion into the middle of the ECW logo.
First by Kenny Omega, not sure what Ripley was going for there. But now it's Omega's turn. And Ripley, desperation mode, roll up, but the ref calls a rope break. I didn't even know there was rope breaks in this match.
Ripley's so quick, so fast. Nobody can get a move on it.
Riptide to Omega. Feet are definitely in the ropes, but Matt Cardona breaks it up again.
Uh-oh, Rhea able to get a grip on Cardona.
Making Cardona pay for breaking up the pinfall. Ripley now. Scoop slam. Showing off her strength.
And once again setting her sights on Cardona. He's not the legal man. And now Cody Rhodes, the captain, able to tag in. Swerves out the way of Rhea Ripley.
Dodges the first one, but not the second in a big headbutt. And Rhea Ripley taking on all the Evolution men here tonight.
God, if you're Unstoppable, you are so excited to have her on your team.
You might need to look for a tag here soon, as Rhea throws Cody off the ropes into another scoop slam.
Man or woman, big or small, Rhea Ripley will take you out.
Uh-oh, Cody Rhodes. Pedigree.
Same goes for Cody Rhodes.
Cody now throwing her into the Evolution corner. Ripley reverses. Ripley with the electric chair. Onto the hockey stick.
And the former champion down on his back. This could be it.
And a big kick out by Cody.
Kick out of 2 on his own. Another clean pin.
What is it gonna take to get somebody eliminated? German suplex reversed by Cody.
Rhea doesn't have much left in her tank. She definitely needs to get somebody else in this match. Cody setting his sights on another illegal man. But Rhea saying, come here, focus on me.
Big spinning kick, reversed. Rhea Ripley. Riptide on the outside this time to Cody
A
Rhodes.
stunned Cody Rhodes, and the count's up to 4.
Rhea throws him back into the ring. Needs to get a pinfall here. Does just that.
1, 2, and Cody Rhodes.
I thought for sure that was it on Cody Rhodes, and I thought if Cody Rhodes got eliminated first, the rest of the Evolution team would crumble.
I was just about to say the same thing. This could be the beginning of the end for Evolution, but just like that, classic Cody Rhodes style, he eliminates Rhea Ripley out of nowhere.
And here comes Zilla immediately into the ring. Zilla Fatu, big Samoan drop.
So much pressure, just waiting to pop.
Yeah, now it is a 4-on-3 advantage for Evolution, who need to win this matchup. They want to have any chance of winning this best of 7.
Zilla in the corner of Evolution. Cody most likely going to tag out. Never mind, says he'll do it himself.
Face first right into the turnbuckle. Cody fired up, as he needs to be here at the tail end of this matchup.
Cody really showing you why he is the captain of Evolution. the king of Extreme, the best in the ring. Now tagging in the former champion in Bailey, seeing that Zilla is down, maybe out. Bailey on the top rope, but a smart decision for Evolution.
Going for the Macho Man elbow drop, but misses. And a big boot by Zilla, using those Jordan 1s to his advantage.
And just like that, a little momentum on Unstoppable's side.
STO by Bailey, who turns the tides once again. And this time tags back out to Matt Cardona.
Cardona really struggled in this type of match so far, however, representing Evolution proudly.
As a reversal by Zilla, you might have just jinxed him right there. As Zilla taking his time. Sidewalk slam. But needs to get out of the Evolution corner.
Yeah, not the best place to pin your opponent. Fireman carry.
Another Samoan drop.
And tagging in his longtime partner in Jacob Fatu, looking to do a little bit of damage. The Werewolf.
Big super kick. Jacob, one of the freshest men, has only been tagged one other time. And just non-stop super kicks to Matt Cardona.
And this is exactly who you want to have in the matchup if you are the visionary.
Big splash. Jacob Fatu trying to end Matt Cardona, but Cody keeping his team alive.
Once again, Unstoppable cannot wrap their head around. They cannot pin in the Evolution corner. So whip it over to your own, says Jacob Fatu, tagging in Zilla.
Former tag team champions tagged in. What is this? Oh my God! Super kick into a package pile driver. Cover. 1, 2, and Matt Cardona is eliminated, rightfully so.
Just like that, it is 3-3. But if you look there on the outside of the ring, Jacob is stunned.
Oh, super kick. Accidentally hit the referee. And a spike. Shades of Umaga to Bailey.
Absolute chaos unfolding in the ring right now.
Seth Rollins go for the pin on Bailey. Cody shaking up. Referee slow, but 3.
What a move!
Big knee. Kenny. 1, 2, no! Kick out by Rollins.
And we thought, just when you thought Evolution had the advantage, it is now 3-2, Unstoppable.
What a matchup. I told you this was coming to the tail end, and they are not disappointing here.
Will Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega once again be able to pull off the Cinderella story?
Big V trigger on Rollins. Cover, and Jacob Fatu breaks it up, but I mean, if you had to make it your last two would want to be these two here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. This is written in storybooks. I mean, if these two can pull off the win.
Crossroads to Rollins.
Now Kenny needs to get in there and defend his teammate.
And Rollins kicks out, excuse me. But yeah, these are two of the best in the world, not just on Evolution, in the world, in Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega.
And respectively on Unstoppable as well, Seth freaking Rollins, the visionary, a crossroads of his own.
Stealing Cody Rhodes' own move. Will it put him away? And Cody kicks out.
Kenny couldn't get there in time as he had just been knocked off the apron. The visionary looking strong.
Jacob Fatu tagged back in. Again, one of the freshest men in this matchup. Versus Cody, who's been in there several times over. Has almost been eliminated on multiple occasions.
Cody's not going to go out without a fight, but as we saw, you need to get out of that corner or else you're going to get overpowered.
Yeah, he might have heard you because he made a tag to Kenny Omega just there.
And fighting together, how inspiring these two. Been together for so long, so many years. Separated and then back right here for this final moment in the corner of Evolution.
Scoop slam, was that enough? And Jacob again. One of the freshest men kicks out, not even at 1. Which has to be alarms going off in the heads of Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes.
And Cody Rhodes really needs to tap on the shoulder of Jacob Fatu to get his attention.
Big toss there by Jacob. And what's he thinking here? Going to the corner.
No.
A spear breaking Kenny Omega in half.
This could be the beginning of the end, truly, for Evolution.
I think the Fatu, they're just playing with their food right now as Kenny Omega could have been eliminated right there. Instead, trying to save his team. Zilla with a rock bottom, a Uranagi, and a tag to Jacob.
And I got a feeling that Cody Rhodes is about to make an impact in this match in some type of way. Unstoppable, looking to get back together here.
Rollins just told Jacob to grab the barbed wire bat, and he does so to a Kenny who says, "Bring it on, why would you do that?"
A huge mistake for Omega. I mean, what are you thinking?
Barbed wire smacked right into your face, and Omega somehow still standing.
He loves the pain. Bring it on. Gets right back up.
Jacob, a little flabbergasted at the thought of Kenny Omega. Brainbuster!
Yeah, I mean, that might have just fired Omega up. He really does love the pain.
And a V-trigger to Jacob Fatu. If you want to wear this man out, Omega is certainly doing so.
And Shades of the Battle Royal there, maybe forgot what type of match he was in, tossing his opponent over the ropes.
He just needs to catch his breath a little bit, grabs the hockey stick. They're going to bring the fight to the outside.
And a la Canada.
Breaks the hockey stick over Jacob Fatu.
It's much thicker than a kendo stick. And turns his focus on Unstoppable.
Rollins, the captain, able to take out Omega. But Omega, again, still fighting on. The 3-on-1 might be too much. Impaler by Jacob Fatu.
And Rhodes needs to get involved right here. Break up this pin attempt, and he does. What a move, saving the match for Cody Rhodes.
And Team Evolution could have just been a 3-on-1 now. And now Omega looking to even the odds. Jacob Fatu.
Rollins and Zilla were looking in the corner, very confident that their teammate was not going to get eliminated.
Reversal by Fatu. He throws Kenny Omega into the referee. And now powerbomb situation. Powerbomb straight down. Stiff as a board. And Omega is not moving.
Another spiked hits from the back. Goes out of the way. Maybe he'll get back on offense.
Suplex. And Omega finally making a time to the captain, Cody Rhodes.
Rhodes got a lot of energy now, firing the crowd up. Here we see a comeback story.
Jacob in danger. Crossroads on the bat.
In the corner of Unstoppable. Unfortunately, that's going to get broken up.
Cody might have been having a little too much energy there. Did not think about where he was in that moment.
A bit too much off on this chip.
Starting to dance around. Now throws Cody into the corner of Unstoppable and makes a tag. It put away Bailey.
Where it was to be. This could be it.
And could put out Cody Rhodes for good. And Cody kicks out.
And he saw something there in the eyes of Cody Rhodes as he did not jump in the ring for the team.
He knew that Cody was going to kick out no matter what. Cody Rhodes saying to the crowd, Cody, cut her!
And once again, in the corner of Unstoppable, a huge mistake for Evolution.
Could have just had two pinfalls there. Could have just been a 2v1. Had Cody not moved Zilla, Fatu, and Jacob.
The captain able to come in though and do a ton of damage on Zilla.
The rest for Omega, who goes for a pinfall. And Zilla somehow able to kick out. Big trigger on Zilla. Is that enough?
Fatu in trouble when his teammates come to his aid. They don't. Interesting.
Here comes Jacob 2v2.
Maybe not wanting to put themselves in a scenario to lose the match. As it is another
Another big trigger.
place to be in when you're fighting against Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes.
Throws him into the Evolution corner. Tag. And another punch right to the ribs of Jacob Fatu. And a roll up by Cody. The referee says good.
Just when you don't want the ref to be there, he's there. But when you want him to be there, he's not. Questionable officiating. Another spot from Fatu and the former champion.
Jacob has the eyes on that barbed wire guy once again. This time to Cody Rhodes, right to the midsection of chest of Cody. Jacob never lies down. Jacob Fatu with another impale. And here comes Omega.
And what a teammate Kenny Omega is. Able to jump in the ring there. Jacob trying to get a grip, but a swing and a miss.
Tag with Seth Rollins is back to the captains. Big bulldog by Cody and Rollins immediately.
A little more than he could chew there. Cody Rhodes absolutely fired up.
To the face of Cody. Excuse me, Seth. And Seth reverses.
Swing and a miss by Seth and a reversal of his own.
Between the two captains. Who have outlasted everybody. Rollins. Kick right to the chest of Cody.
And I think Kenny needs to get involved here. Unless he sees something in the eyes of Cody, he does. A kick out of two.
His faith in his former champion knows how resilient Cody Rhodes can be. Rollins egging him on. Thought he was going to go for a springboard instead. Rollins baiting. Goes back inside the ring.
Maybe got caught up there a little bit with Jacob, costing him a little bit of time, and just enough time for Cody Rhodes to recover.
Reversal by Rollins. Rollins now. Running start. Cody dodges. Cody. Scoop slam.
Huge reversal there by Cody. Momentum back on Evolution's side. 2v2 to even it all up.
Tag to Omega once again. Off the ropes. Back body drop.
Beautiful chemistry there from Evolution. Kenny is legal.
Kenny looking for the steel steps.
Just showing off his strength. Showing off he's still got it. He's not tired.
Both men looking for knees. Kenny hits it first. Cover. And Jacob.
What a sequence. We can look back at that in a little bit. But both men went for a knee there and Kenny connected.
String drop kick connects. Kenny fired up. Seth Rollins pops right back up. Stares down Cody Rhodes. He comes swinging. Big uppercut, Cody.
They're looking for a Cody cutter there. Couldn't get it. Goes for a crossroads.
Crossroads instead. That's got to be enough. Jacob looking on. Seth Rollins is eliminated.
With 2v1, the boys make a comeback. Will Jacob be able to clear his own path?
Jacob, the sole survivor of unstoppable West Star. Will he be able to finish it off?
And you could not have written this book any better. The only person you want to be in the ring is Jacob Fatu if you're unstoppable. Kenny Omega caught up in the mix. Oh no.
Tosses Cody to Rollins. Now has his eyes to Cody Rhodes. Big headbutt. Jacob Fatu. Pop up. Samoan driver.
Fatu looking to even the playing field. Maybe another big splash from the Samoan. No. Looking to get Cody Rhodes on his feet.
There's the freshness of Jacob Fatu versus the 2-on-1 advantage of X Super Kick.
Very smart move there by Fatu. Doesn't want to do more than he can off that top rope.
Yeah, thought the risk was too high, decided to get off. And hit a super kick instead. And here comes Cody Rhodes fighting back from the death grip of the the Samoan Werewolf. And the American Nightmare in Crossroads.
Classic Cody Rhodes looking to continue his legacy. A great comeback story for Evolution. 2-2.
I told you those were the two
Here
that
are
you
your
would want
winners.
inside the
Cody
ring.
Rhodes, Bailey,
And they get it done as the sole survivors for Evolution.
Strategic placement there from Evolution to throw some meat in the ring and take 2 out first and have your best for last. I mean, the captain really took over.
And Evolution, evening the score here tonight is 2-2. As we get on to our next contest. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is the women's division. It is the Unstoppable versus the Evolution Women's Champion. To try and take over the game here tonight is Game 5.
Yeah, continuing on. Last match, we saw Evolution able to even the playing field and make it 2-2 for the night.
In the NBA terms, Game 5 is a must-win here for either brand. As they get closer, one match closer to winning the whole thing. Here comes Athena, the Unstoppable Women's Champion.
The following is an
And this is what happens when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force. These two women right here have been absolute dominant on their shows, especially in the Evolution side, in my opinion. This will be the toughest opponent for Nia Jax that she has seen to date.
You have both women, newer champions, have only held the title for less than a month after winning the titles on Unstoppable and Evolution. Of course, Athena defeated Jade Cargill and Emily Ham in a triple threat match to win the gold.
And here comes the queen herself and Nia Jax. Jax has been absolutely dominant on Evolution. She has yet to lose in a singles match on Evolution against Athena. So as I had said, I believe this is her toughest opponent to date.
Yeah, of course, Athena also was in a tag team matchup last night against Jade Cargill and Nikita Lyons. And Nikita ended up pinning Athena. So down right now is Athena, who also got attacked a couple weeks ago by Nia Jax.
Jax, no stranger to controversy, you could say. Bringing it over to Unstoppable, as this is Brand Warfare.
I mean, to be fair, if you poke the bear, you're bound to get attacked. You're bound to get an angry bear. In this case, it was Nia Jax with a big boot. Might have just knocked out Athena already.
Yeah, Nia Jax holds the record on Evolution, no doubt, for fastest match. Just a couple of minutes.
Used by Athena as the goddess versus the irresistible force.
And Jax did not come out with the gold, but I will restate that she is the current champion in Evolution.
First champion versus champion. Any other way. That's a bear hug by Nia Jax. Athena able to get out of harm's way. Drop kick stuns Nia, but Nia still up. A big belly to back suplex. Nia Jax now taking out the leg of Athena. Dash, who did she end up defeating to win the women's championship?
Nia Jax defeated Bailey in a triple threat match against her and Lash Legend. Her and Lash Legend have been in a rivalry for the last couple of weeks, and as I had mentioned, Nia Jax had just been absolutely dominating her side of the rivalry. So my thought was to, throw in a mix and put her in a championship match. However, it would be a triple threat match. And I thought that would even the playing field, but boy, was I wrong. No matter what match I put Nia Jax in, she is absolutely dominant. Very rarely did one of those other girls get a shot in on her, and I think she finished the match in 5 to 10 minutes.
Now Athena, seeing how strong Nia Jax is, hits her and regrets it instantly. as Nia Jax hits a big clothesline.
Jax has been so dominant here on Evolution, I have debated on making a full division directly around her. However, she's got a lot to prove here tonight.
Yeah, kind of likewise of Rhea Ripley.
Absolutely.
Both women, quote-unquote, unstoppable for their respective brands. Of course, they faced each other in the past as well. And Nia Jax might be looking for a men's division title pretty soon.
She keeps dominating the women's division like this, and there's no doubt I have no other choice than to put her in the ring with someone other than, well, females, honestly.
Nia Jax might be looking for the end. A big powerbomb, one-handed, stacks over Athena. And puts Athena away with ease.
Just like that, she calls herself the queen for that reason right there. Pure royalty.
And now it is 3-2 for Evolution. With only the World Championship and the GMs left. As Nia Jax picks up the victory for the women and for Evolution here tonight. Here we go. It is World Champion versus World Champion. The faces of the brand in our co-main event. And if Evolution can win it, they take the lead and win Brand Warfare as a whole.
Yeah, a huge match on the line. No gold, unfortunately, but a lot of implications, as a superstar could join Evolution after this match.
It is the Battle of the Spear here tonight, with Evolution World Champion Adam Copeland making his way down to the ring first.
Copeland got a lot to prove here. Dropped the belt and picked it up numerous times against, well, no other than Cody Rhodes here on Evolution this year. And he's here to step into Unstoppable's ring and show that he has it on their show as well.
Military champion has held the belt on multiple occasions, kind of the opposite of Braun Breaker as the legend, the rated R superstar, Edge. And do you hear that, Dash? I hear the dogs a-barking, the sirens a-blazing, because it is the bad-ass dog, Braun Breaker.
Pure aura around this man right here, and boy does he look good in gold.
From Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at
Braun Breaker has been no stranger to facing off against superstars on not only Unstoppable's brand, but also Evolution's, as he defeated Isaac Swagger, and here recently, last night, defeated Christian Cage.
Yeah, no other than the longtime friend of the current champion. I think that attack was targeted. I think he wanted to prove that what he did to Christian Cage, he is going to do to Edge as well.
But Edge was ringside. He saw what Braun Breaker is capable of. So maybe he's done all the studying that he needs here tonight.
Maybe it ended up being a mistake for Braun Breaker, but being in the ring and winning a match against someone as tough as Christian Cage, that shows you everything you need to know about the world champion, Unstoppable.
Of course, a newer champion, first time champion for Braun Breaker, defeated Samoa Joe a couple of months ago. And now he's got a date with Edge, as Edge hits a big boot to kick off the matchup.
And one thing I've noticed so far about these Evolution superstars is a lot of them have the same arsenal. Maybe getting together before tonight and talking it out.
Yeah, definitely several meetings between the two brands, strategizing against everybody. I mean, I'm sure the likes of Cody Rhodes got with Edge about how he could beat Braun Breaker. Some advice throughout the locker room.
Absolutely, chemistry spreading all around. And another thing I noticed is, man, Braun Breaker is big, but Edge looks huge tonight. He looks big against Braun Breaker.
Yeah, definitely looking strong is the legend in Edge.
Getting up there in age, but boy does he still have it. I mean, look at that physique. peak 40 years old right there.
A big spine buster by Braun Breaker. Similar to the matchup last night, Christian Cage started off the matchup hot, but Braun Breaker took advantage. And it was all said and done.
Pure athleticism by the badass right there.
Edge able to dodge into a cover. A kick out of the ring.
Edge looks a little shaken up there, but goes back into a pin. Thinks he can do it.
Oh, wait a minute, with the ropes. Edge trying to get a little cheeky.
The Rated R Superstar a little bit frustrated.
Oh my God, a Canadian Destroyer from the old man.
The old man still got it. Definitely taking out a little bit of that frustration in which Braun Breaker took out on Christian Cage.
Breaker was not expecting that, and Edge having his way right now with Braun Breaker.
Edge looking to gain that last point for Evolution, taken tonight very seriously.
I'd love to see it go into a Game 7. We might not need it, as Edge, again having his way, but a big Hurricane Rana by Breaker.
The fireman carry brings the champion into the corner.
Using his strength, Breaker fired up. We know what that could mean. We could be seeing the first spear of this matchup.
Now, what's the over-under on spears tonight?
I'd say at least 3. As Edge goes up top, big splash, connects on the outside. Might have just hurt himself as well.
And pure athleticism for the old man. I mean, the champion looks fantastic. Absolutely locked in. I think I said that every week in the past.
Yeah, I didn't mean no disrespect to Edge. I mean, again, he is a legend, a world champion. But he is getting up there in age versus the young stud and Braun Breaker.
Absolutely, and I am the GM of Evolution, and I will say, Christian Cage tends to get in the way of a lot of Edge's battles. So, and he wins them for him. So, take it as you will.
It could be a toss-up. Maybe this is what Edge needed. Or maybe he needs the help. We're not too sure until the end of this matchup, until you hear the ring of the bell.
Yes, spear!
There's spear number 1. Will Braun Breaker kick out? No, he does not. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Edge just secured the victory for Evolution.
One spear is all the OG needed, and that secures the victory on the night for Evolution.
Showing that Edge's spear is much more dangerous than Braun Breaker's.
Years of power, years of experience behind that spear. And I think Braun Breaker was just humble.
And ladies and gentlemen, this main event is now just for fun. Evolution has won with 4 wins. But it's time for the GMs to duke it out one last time. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is our main event of Brand Warfare. And I would say it's all for the marbles, but the marbles have already been won.
Yeah, Edge, the champion, just picked up a huge win for Evolution, solidifying the night and taking home Brand Warfare this year will be Evolution.
That's right, this matchup is just for the play of the rivalry, as these two have been all over in any type of matchup you can think of, and they are going to end it here tonight in an Iron Man match.
Yeah, you could say it's just for fun, but boy, these two have some pure blood for each other. There's a true rivalry between X-Devil, the Savior, Dash Wade. I mean, all of them.
Exactly, Xavier the Savior has been a little off of his game recently, dealing with not only the masked men, not only Dash Wade, but also Ryan and Adrian going at it. So a lot on Xavier's plate. He might not be too focused here tonight.
Yeah, now that there are no implications, these men are literally just going at each other to beat each other up.
Of course, Dash Wade, the last time we saw him, he got beaten and battered by the devil inside Hell in a Cell.
Man, was it bad, and did he have God on his side that night, because he took not 1, not 2, but 3 falls from that 30-foot cage.
And of course, Dash Wade, the last time he beat Xavier the Savior was inside the Church of God. Ended up surviving the devil and even taking the horns off of him.
And just when you thought the devil had disappeared, well, that's exactly what happened. Dash Wade pinned X-Devil, and then out of nowhere, the demon vanished. So here we are, the rivalry continues.
But I will say to Dash Wade's credit, he did get the devil to go away. It is Xavier the Savior here tonight in this 15-minute Iron Man match.
The X-Devil has been in a fight with himself all year. Dash Wade has been trying to get in the middle of it.
He is finally getting the Savior as the Savior took the devil horns off and said this was going to be a GM battle of the century, as these two have really fought throughout the whole entire year. Of course, Dash Wade bandaged up here. You can see the shoulder and the chest taped up after falling from 30 feet heights 3 times over.
Doesn't matter, showing the strength there, showing that he's healed up just fine.
Big power bomb by Swade. Again takes down the Savior.
Evolution has looked absolutely locked in here tonight. They're taking this PLE super seriously. They realize the implications on the line.
Swade now running around.
And able to take his sights off of Xavier the Savior. Xavier now gets time back up. But Dash able to recover on his own.
Xavier lifting up Swade now. Powerbomb predicament. And takes down Swade.
And Swade can't take too many of those. On his back, that's bandaged up as you had said before.
Reversal after reversal. Again, both of these two know each other so damn well. And a big suplex by Swade.
Yeah, this has been Swade's problem in this rivalry. He gets too caught up with the shenanigans and the mind games.
Oh, what was that? Xavier, not sure what hit him, I don't think.
Xavier looking to add a little bit more damage into the opposing grab the kendo stick.
Puts it down big. Arm drag by Swade. And another chop block to the knee of Xavier the Savior.
And the ref grabs that kendo stick trying to get it out of the way. He's in the way of the splash though. Making it short for Swade. Swade on his stomach.
Yeah, distracted by the referee.
And a big slam onto the back of Dash Swade.
Cover by the Savior. And Dash Swade kicks out of one.
Big recovery there by Dash Swade. Got his sights locked in on the victory here tonight.
Sends him in the corner. And Xavier comes crumbling down. Could not take the pressure of the turnbuckles.
Oh, the ref doing a little damage there. Maybe getting a little involved.
Trying to make sure Swade does not use that kendo stick. And it might just cost him here. Dragging it out is the Savior with a big suplex in mind.
Two penalties now for the Savior.
Both ending a count of one.
Again, you could say this match is for all the marbles. However, Evolution just cleaned up. They will be gaining a new superstar next week.
Do you have any idea who you're going to pick?
I have my sights set on a few people. I will say the women's division needs a little switch up, so I have my ideas. But I won't be giving out any secrets.
A big suplex. Here comes Xavier the Savior up to the top rope.
And
Big
big reversal.
crash and burn.
Swade able to get back on that feet. And once again, a reversal from the Savior.
Again, showing off the strength. Gorilla pressing. Dash Suede.
Moving him like a rag doll. Saying that ain't nothing.
Xavier fired up. As Dash Suede. Reversal on the apron. And a big neck breaker.
Suede a little discombobulated here on his back.
Xavier again looking for another weapon. Throws it inside the ring, and Dash Suede able to capitalize. Oh, throws Xavier into the barricade. Count of 3, Xavier going back into the ring, trying to get the high ground.
Suede just taunted his opponent, clearly not taking this rivalry very seriously. Again, his rival is normally the devil.
Count of 7. Dash Suede able to get back into the ring. Reversal by Suede. Reversal after reversal.
And another one for good measure.
And a big drop kick crashes down the Savior. Sends him in the corner again, buckles down. An aching back of the Savior. Calf crusher, but a rope break.
And a big mistake there by Suede.
Suede furious. Might be trying to take out the referee there over that rope break.
Big sidewalk slam there by the Savior.
Slow to get up. Still 8.5 minutes left, but no pinfalls have been accounted for. Suede going up top, high risk, and Xavier able to get out of harm's way over that frog splash. Now look at this, Xavier with a roll-up, desperation mode.
Suede with a roll-up of his own.
And Xavier out in the nick of time.
Little sequence there by both men. Suede able to take out the legs of the Savior. Get a little bit of momentum.
Again, thinking on his toes, quick with it, is Dash Suede.
Suede showing off that strength, showing off that injury a little bit.
7.5 to go, still near clock. What is this? AJ Styles, like Styles Clash. The Suede's Clash connects. Is that enough to get the first pinfall? No!
Wow, what a kick out by the Savior. Suede is shocked.
Big moonsault connects. Suede going again for another pinfall.
And another kick out early on.
And again, Suede taking out the knee.
Suede fired up, figuring out the Savior's game just a little bit.
The Savior cannot stay on his feet before getting taken out.
Suede says bring it on.
And a big shoulder tackle by the Savior. 6.5 to go. Still 0-0. Fighting on the outside. Referee at a count of 3. Suede throwing him onto the ramp. And picking up the steel chair.
Suede gonna guard that ring a little bit. Maybe looking for a count out victory.
Big clothesline by the Savior. And the Savior running back into the ring.
And Suede follows after.
In the corner. Big forearm by Suede. And you can see the damage being done on the midsection in the back of Suede. Quick cover here. And Suede deciding to get up. Oh, and this time going for a pinfall again. And again, the mind games. Arm drag by Suede. Uh-oh, Suede catches him. Styles. Excuse me, Suede clash.
Suede absolutely taking over. Gonna get his first pin of the night.
That is right, 1-0 for Dash Suede.
And a springboard attempt misses there for Suede.
End of day, shades of Baron Corbin. Busted open is Dash Suede. And it is now 1 apiece.
And a quick turnaround there for the Savior. Big mistake by Suede.
And again, somehow, still using his strength is Xavier the Savior. I don't know how he has the energy to do that.
Suede able to roll out of the way. Just a little too cocky.
And Xavier bringing the cockiness right back to him. 4 minutes to go. We are tied at 1 apiece. Pop up into Gary. And Suede taking off the Evolution. Announcer's table cover. Suede now. Oh no. Powerbomb onto the announcer's table. Doesn't break, however. And an elbow drop for good measure.
Suede looking great, locked in.
He needs to get Xavier back into the ring if he wants to pick up a victory, and maybe not. Count of 7. Might be just looking for the counter.
Suede turns his back on the Savior. Able to give him a little time to recover. And a big reversal.
Beautiful reversal. Now it's Xavier again using the strength. Picking up Dash Suede off the ground. And tossing him down.
And such strength from the Savior, you could say it's demonic.
Big splash reversal by Suede.
Both men slow to get up.
19-6 or whatever that was.
What a move from Suede. Vintage.
It was effective nonetheless.
And what is this? Oh! Shout out the Devil! The Savior showing shades of X-Devil.
He goes for a quick cover. And a kick out.
And once again, the demonic strength of the Savior. And it's 1-1. Who will get the final pin here with 2 minutes to go?
It's 2-1. Dash Suede. As Suede beaten and battered. Still has the advantage over the Savior with a 2-minute warning coming up.
Suede asking the crowd, are you not entertained? It has been a hell of a night for Evolution.
The Savior is not moving. Count of 2. Finally able to get back up.
And Suede jumps halfway across the arena
To hit a big crossed body. Nice combo there. 1:30 left. Uh-oh.
once again. Suede flash.
On the outside. Leaving the Savior laid to waste. Lifeless on the outside.
And allowing the Savior to rise to his feet. Count of 6. Suede has the advantage. Evolution won the night. A minute left.
Count of 8. Will Xavier be able to get back into the ring? Just
in a 9.
barely.
They're going to fight back a little bit on his own here. The Savior. See if he can get a little bit of momentum here. 30 seconds left on the clock.
Big German needs to hurry up and get a cover. Rainmaker covered. Can he tie it?
And he does. 16 seconds left on the clock. Could be overtime. Sway trying to go for it all into a pin of his own.
Is there enough time? No, it is not. It is a tie.
And just like that, the rivalry has to continue. Evolution wins the night.
But ultimately, in the end, Dash Wade and Xavier the Savior tying at 2 apiece. But yeah, Evolution picks up the Brand Warfare victory 4-2. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. What a hectic night it has been. An amazing night to remember. As I hope you like, subscribe, hit that little bell, and as always, have a good night.